we were managed by a guy who lived in Arkansas, Mountain Home. Had some great times there. And it was a place far away from anywhere. And the nature is nice, you know, the Ozarks and the lakes and the White River and a couple of nice restaurants and, you know, good food. And so we kind of chilled at the same time we were working. You know, then we really got heavy into working and doing demos. And there was this guy, Bob Ketchum, God rest his soul, had this little studio, Cedar Crest Studios in Mountain Home, Arkansas, and we stayed in a carriage inn. And yeah, people were so nice, and so the ideas started coming, you know. And I'll tell you about what's behind Screaming in the Night. For example, the way that came along is we set up our equipment in this huge, like, kind of warehouse, and there was bales of hay in the corner, and you know, this kind of atmosphere with all the equipment in there, and we used to jam out as loud as ever. Nobody around to complain. And Bob was there with his recording equipment and stuff. And yeah, we'd try out stuff, and the band would go over things and riffs and stuff. And I used to step out and sit on a rock in the sun and sunbathe and write lyrics, you know, and then come back in and try them out. And it was this cool thing. And then I heard it, you know, it was like gown, 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 gown. Okay, cool. And actually, in the beginning, that's all it was. And Fernando trying out some things on the guitar, yeah, and intro stuff, and it started to grow like a cloud of mist coming in, you know, and I you know, I just started writing, you know. It was sometimes things happen like, you know, the muse from heaven is sometimes it's scary, you know. It's fun though. It's
Yeah.
like you're connected, and things roll. They just roll. You're on the roll then, yeah. And yeah, it's happened. We wrote the first verse. I guess was easy, and then getting into other parts, because it's quite a complicated ballad. It's not just a straightforward intro, verse, bridge, and chorus and stuff with a solo, and it's it's an ever changing thing, you know, and I still love it and love singing it, and so yeah, that's
Wow.
how it came about. And we later on did another pre-production there for the Blitz album with Bob Ketchum, but this time it was winter with about this much snow on the ground and freezing our ass, you know. So,
Yeah. No sunbathing.
no sunbathing, no, no. Where's the sauna? We don't have sauna. There's no
Yeah.
sauna. But steam baths, yeah,
Yeah. Pretty awesome. It's just so cool to hear that how organically that album came to be with
yeah,
what it became. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Number 24 on Billboard charts,
yeah.
you know?
The topmost place we ever reached on Billboard, but we were happy as pigs and shit when that happened. No, it was really, no, really, it was. I mean, a band coming from Switzerland and a singer coming from Malta. None of these countries ever had anyone in the Billboard charts. I don't think, you know. And
Yeah.
we're up there at number
Huge.
20. 4, so it was quite a big quantum leap, Uh,
So the reaction to that probably was just, you guys were just ecstatic,
oh
you
yeah, yeah,
know.
yeah, amazing, amazing. But then, unfortunately, uh, maybe it went to a couple of guys' heads, and there were drugs around, and and unfortunately, then we kind of ran into a wall because stuff like that, catches up with you, and
Yeah.
it's a it's a pity. We could have gone on and become bigger, reach whoever, the top 10 in Billboard. And but then there were too many people suddenly coming in for a piece of the cake, you know what I mean? They saw, there's a band with potential. We got to give them guidance, and our we're
Yeah.
professional people, and so you got to believe in us guys and everything, all this crap, and yeah,
Well,
and
that
then
was a lot for you guys to get over because it's like it's burnout, it's, record company pressure,
yeah,
it's, drugs on top of all of that, and,
yeah.
and it's
Well,
not like the albums after it are also fantastic. So it's not like,
I'm yeah, I'm lucky with the drug thing that I didn't go all the way like with white powder on the mirror, and
yes.
because I'm luckily I'm the singer and I take care of my vocal cords, and they're fragile, and if this stuff eats away at membrane and flesh.
Yeah.
So luckily I just stuck to pot and the normal stuff, which I consider harmless if you do it
Me
uh,
too, man.
with the right amount. You
Yep.
can overdo it too. And even with alcohol, you can overdo it and whatever. You can overdo it with everything, actually. So
Totally.
it's
Yes.
like, so we have to learn to be more self-disciplined, So
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So was that a big thing on like an issue with the Headhunter tour? Because that tour was probably, like I can't even imagine.
amazing, amazing. I was just telling Joe Elliott and Phil Collin two nights ago, because they played here. I I still live off the buzz,
Wow.
the good side, you know,
Yeah.
the great good old days that we had together, because we toured with them for quite a while, and the Pyromania tour it was called. Pyromania for them and Headhunter for us, and for Gary Moore it was something else. Empty rooms, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, then yeah, it was amazing. I was telling the guys and for them too. That was a great tour for them, and I complimented them for showing so much character uh, after Rick had his accident and lost his arm. The drummer,
Yeah.
and they then didn't just go, "We'll take another drummer." They waited for him, and that showed backbone. And it's great. And yeah, who knows? Maybe Phil will play a guitar solo on my next album. Fingers
That'd be
crossed.
awesome. That'd be very awesome.
Yeah, amazing band. Yeah, great
Definitely.
songs. I mean, they're amazing.